Verbally Effective with Ina Esco is an interview-style podcast that intersects art, culture, politics, and entertainment with a Memphis focus. With producer Sana Marie. Each week, I'm joined by a featured guest with roots in Memphis. Verbally Effective delves into each guest's personal journey to uncover the incredible stories fueling their purpose, the highs and lows of their pursuits, and how through their passion, they are moving the culture forward. Be sure to follow Verbally Effective and Ina Esco on Instagram. Also, download the Verbally Effective podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play Music. Don't forget to check out the website and submit to be a guest at verballyeffective.com.
Hey guys, it's Ina Esco. Thank you so much for joining me yet again for the Verbally Effective podcast. I want to start it off by saying Happy New Year. This is the first podcast of 2022. Thank you guys for joining me today. You know, Verbally Effective is all about, art, culture, politics, entertainment with a Memphis focus. Before we jump in the pod today, I definitely want to send you to the merch website. It's ivymultimediashop.com. Get your hoodies, get your tees, get your Henry mask, and also I need you to subscribe to the podcast on all streaming platforms, and also check out their YouTube. See all the visuals on the Ina Esco YouTube channel. Let's jump right in for the first pod of the year. I got my good friend with me, Mr. Tony Smith. He is a curator of all things party life in Memphis. Fly Guy Tony, what's up?
I'm already thrilled by the fact that I'm the first person to do that.
Yes, welcome. Welcome to my humble abode.
Hey, thank you.
Yes.
Allow me to be here. And I get to sit next to the lovely Ina Esco.
Yes. And Tony, I met you a while back. This was when you first jumped in the party game. I'm trying to think of the spot downtown we were at. Devin introduced me to you.
Was it Cafe 24/7, 247?
I believe it was on Beale. It was on Beale Street.
So it was either Jerry Lee Lewis.
It was Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah.
But when we met, you were very hospitable.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour after we met, it was lit.
Yeah.
I was like, who are all these people here? So I know you know how to do what you do as far as this party life is concerned.
Yeah.
So we're going to get all in your business today.
Let's
Tony
go.
Smith. We're going to start at the beginning. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Mississippi. I'm from the Delta, Mississippi boy. I have Mississippi mud on my boots.
Okay.
I'm from the Delta, Indianola, Mississippi. That was Sunflower County. Shout out to all my friends and family back home.
Indianola, where is that from here?
Like a 2.5-hour drive.
Okay.
Like if you know what Clarksville is and you know Greenville is, I'm in the middle of those.
Wow. How was it growing up in Indianola?
I was country as hell, and I grew up country as hell, and I didn't know I was country as hell until I moved to Memphis, and then went back. I was like, damn, this how it was me growing up.
Why do you say you were country as hell?
I just did country
what that
shit.
mean?
It's I grew up making mud balls. Like if it's raining, I was a child. I was a boy. Mm-hmm. So it's like if it's raining outside, Grandma, can I go outside? Yeah, don't be out there too long. Mm-hmm. Man, we out there running, stopping real fast, sliding in the rain. It's mud right there. So you want to have a mud ball fight? It's we did country stuff.
I know,
and then I got family who are even more country than I am. So you go over their house, and they in Hattiesburg, Monticello area.
Yeah, I know.
So they got hogs, chickens.
A whole farm.
Yeah, they got all of it. And this is bro, this is where I grew up, and that was so normal to me until I moved to Memphis and I went back. I was damn, I don't really want to go back there with them pigs.
Okay.
I ain't trying to be around them hounds.
but do you love country life?
I love it, and it was amazing. I got to show my wife cause she grew up in Memphis, Whitehaven,
okay.
So. She got to go down and see that. It's damn, this dope as hell. I know she ain't never seen no shit like this before.
Yeah, it's kind of like a culture shock, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. So tell me about your family dynamic. I know you grew up in Indianola, but, brothers, sisters.
I got 3 brothers.
Wow.
So I'm the oldest of 3 brothers. And, one of my brothers, a lot of people know him, DJ Skywalker. Shout out to you, too. Other 2 brothers, they're high school, the other one's in middle school.
Wow.
And so my pops stay in Nashville, and then my mom's here. So, we kind of deep right now.
Yeah,
and I grew up in the church.
Grew up
Like
in the
in it?
church.
Yeah,
So
I
you
grew up
was in the
church.
choir and everything, or you
I
went
was-
to Sunday school?
I was
and-
in, like with my grandmother.
Okay.
I was in the Sunshine Band. I was in Sunday school.
Okay,
I was
Sunshine
in,
Band.
Wait, Bible study, YPWW. Like all of it. If the church was open, I was there.
Okay.
I moved to Memphis, kind of slowed down. Thank God. That was too much church for me at the time. But
was
I didn't
too
even know I
much
was going to
church.
church too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though.
But you know what? Often when we grow up with close to our grandmothers, we're doing what they do. I did a lot of church with my grandmother as
Yeah.
well. So, but that's a good foundation.
Yeah, most definitely. Like my first real memory is me in the church on the back seat with my cousins, and my grandma turned around like, "Y'all better stop doing all that playing."
Okay.
I'm like, "Okay," and I straightened up.
Wow.
Like that's my first real memory.
So what brought you to Memphis?
My mother moved here after graduating from college, and it's like it was just time for me to move on. Because I was just I'm with my grandma. There's only so much that she can do for me. I need to be around my mother, and my mother was ready to take on the responsibility. Like, hey, give me my son, let's do our thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, Mama, give me my baby
Yeah,
back.
like let's go. And I didn't want to leave Mississippi, but once I got here, I was like, okay, Memphis cool. I still hated it for a minute, but I grew to love it. And then when I went back to Mississippi after being here for so long, I was like, you know what? I'm straight on Mississippi. Like, let me stay in the city. I like the
Yeah,
city.
you like that fast
Yeah,
Memphis life,
yeah,
right?
most
How old were
definitely.
you when you moved to Memphis?
Officially, I was probably like, what, 5th, 6th grade?
Fifth or
Yeah,
sixth
5th or
grade.
6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what high school did you attend?
I attended Overton High School.
Ooh.
Yeah, performing arts. Shout out to all the Wolverines, too.
Were you performing at Overton?
I actually did my 9th grade year, and so this is a funny story. So I went to Hickory Ridge Middle School,
Okay.
and I was in the orchestra. And so,
Okay, what were you
yeah.
playing in the orchestra?
At first, I was playing the violin.
Okay.
And so, like, we had our first symphony, and, like, we up there, I'm performing and everything, and my homies look up there, they said, you know, it's the orchestra. Ain't nobody paying attention to what's going on. So all my friends out there, they playing. And so they look up, they like, is that Tony? And I'm up there with the violin, like, I'm rocking out, feeling good. All I hear was, hell no, I know that ain't little Tony up there. I said, damn. So I'm still up there playing. Man, Tony playing the violin. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, bro, I know they ain't finna cook me like this.
Right.
They started cooking me. And I'm like, so after that symphony, I did my thing. I was like, man, I said, I don't want to do this no more.
Because your friends cooked you.
Man, they did not play no games. So I went back to to the director. I was like, yo, can I play something else? And they're like, yeah, I'm going to put you on the bass. So, like, I ended up going to Overton to be in the orchestra.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's like, my attention I lost focus and I just started doing other things.
Okay,
But
you
yeah,
lost
it's
focus,
most
but
definitely.
while you were focused, you can actually read music.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Well, I could read
Tony.
music. I don't know if I can still read. I haven't looked
I
at
don't
a
think
shit of
you'll
notes right now.
Ever lose that?
Yeah, you don't think so?
I don't think that's something you'll ever lose.
I mean, I want to get another bass guitar and see how that goes, but as of right now, it's like, will I even have time to pick it up because I'm always moving.
Okay, well, we always go back to the things we love to do,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
It might be a level of peace for me. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I can do
for
this.
real.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, since this pandemic, you haven't went and purchased a bass.
No, since this pandemic, I decided to go harder. Like, what can I do? Like,
Okay.
there's more moves to be made. People are getting rich in this pandemic. I got to find my way to get rich in this pandemic.
Okay.
So it's like sitting down and like not playing with it, but it's like, let me find out what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Gotcha.
Let me go a little bit harder.
Gotcha. Well, before we go full speed into this pandemic conversation, I do want to ask you, what did you do after you graduated from Overton?
I went to Lane College for a semester, and then I went to
Okay.
MTSU. So
Okay.
shout out to the Blue Raiders. I'm shouting out everybody. But
Yes.
I went to MTSU, and in MTSU is where like I threw my first party at too. So that's
Okay,
kinda
so that
crazy.
was what made you throw your first party at MTSU?
It wasn't really my decision. It's like I was just funny as hell on Twitter. And so one of the hottest DJs up there at the time was like Yo Breezy, and I used to go to their parties anyway. Like this is where all the women were, so it's like I'm gonna go to this party. So I'm in there and partying and stuff like that. So I'm on Twitter and I'm funny as hell. Like I had no filter on Twitter, like no filter at all. Like we talked about currency. Me and my homeboy D Buns, we checked currency so bad one time to the point where he DM'd us. And what's the other dude, Lil Duval? We talked about him so bad so one time to where he DM'd us like, yo, bro, can y'all relax a little bit? It was funny, but like,
wow.
but like, we just had no filter. So it's like, man, they reached out like, bro, like, y'all, like, genuinely yourselves and stuff like that. Y'all funny as hell and people rock with y'all. Would y'all, like, mind help me throw a party? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like, what you want to do? And then he like, well, I'm in G2. I like, oh, G2, shit. I said, bro, we be at them parties anyway. So he like, yeah. He was like, man, would you mind helping me throw, like, just promoting the party? I said, what all you need me to do? He said, you dropped the flyer a couple times. I'm like, bet. Not knowing the magnitude of the party and nothing like this. So he brought me, like a week later, he brought me an envelope. He like, where you stay at? Like, I'm stay over here. He was like, all right, bet. Cause I'm finna give you this money. I'm like, what this for? All I asked to get my friends in. It's like, I wasn't looking for a quarter.
You got paid and everything.
Yeah, I was like, man, I said I just want to get my friends. I said, if I have to help you, like, can my friends come? They're like, yeah. I'm like, bet. So, man, he bring me an envelope. I called him. I said, you know you gave me X amount of dollars, right? He was like, yeah. I said, this how I be? He was like, most of the time. I said, shit, let me know if you need me to throw another one.
Okay.
And so from there, it just got started. So I was like, man, they had a whole team already, of course. But I was like, man, money drove me. So it's like, I was going to school. Fly Guy Tony actually came from me being an aerospace major.
I was about to ask you what was your major at MTSU.
Yeah, it was aerospace flight dispatch. That's where Fly Guy Tony came from. I was never fly. Like, as far as dressing, it's like, you dress okay, but you're not Fly Guy. But that came from me being an aerospace major. Wow. So he was like, man, whatever so I told him, like, whatever y'all need me to do, like, I'm willing to do it. So they're like, well, we got a meeting with these people. I'm like, bet, what y'all be talking about? Let me go to the meeting with y'all. So that's how that happened.
Wow. So there's Fly Guy Tony. I thought it was, your zhuzh, your...
Nah. Like,
je ne sais quoi.
I actually didn't get fly until I got with my woman, and she helped me get fly.
Oh, I like that.
I wasn't fly guy until I got with my girl. That's when...
You heard that, wifey. You heard what he said. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so MTSU aerospace major.
Yeah.
That seems like a very intense major.
It is. Like my grades were excellent. It's like, man, me going to class, it's like, that was the hardest part about it, because you can only miss 3 classes per semester.
Okay.
And, we in college, we missing classes. So it's like,
especially
man,
with your party stuff going on.
Especially with the party stuff going on. So it's like, I'm going, making straight hundreds, A's on tests. It's like, Tony, we got to have a meeting with you. We missed 4 classes. Like, shit. Like, let me buckle down then.
Yes.
But yeah, it was very intense. Then it was like a lot of math was included, so I enjoyed that part of it too.
So you're really good at math.
I like to think I am. A lot of people around me think I am too, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you be counting them dollars from the jump.
I got to eyeball it.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so once you graduated college, what was next?
Me moving back to Memphis.
Okay.
And so it's like I still got and then my girl, she had graduated by the time, and she was back here as well. So I stayed up there for like another year or two maybe. And I come home, it's like, dang, like, what am I going to do here?
Did you work?
I worked, but it wasn't in the industry that I wanted to be in. So it's like, what am I about to do?
Yeah.
So I would call my homies who in Nashville, like, yo, like, we should do something here in Memphis, because I'm the type of crowd that I want to be around, but I don't see that nowhere here in the city. It was there, but it still wasn't for me, I would say. So I was like, man, they were like, shit, what you want to do? I said, look, I'm going to find a venue, like, y'all want to come throw a party? So I was calling them to come to Memphis to throw parties. And so I'll put something together, and then we'll have an event. So after so long, it's like, well, why am I calling them all the way down here? I was like, yo, can I break apart and just do my own thing? It's like something I don't really have to ask, but I'm asking, like, just because y'all brought me into this. So it's like, man, I want to carry the name down here in Memphis and let me do my thing. And so it's like, I found a venue which was on Poplar. It's called Growlers now, actually.
Growlers, yeah.
Man, that was my first party by myself. I used my homie's party name. It was called Drink with Friends. I said, can I borrow that name? He like, yeah. I like, bet. So I threw a party called Drink with Friends. I'm on a microphone. I'm taking cash at the door. And I'm also doing my own security.
Oh,
so
my.
That's when Andy came in the picture. He was like, yo, bro, you need some help. I said, hell, yeah. I'm like, bro, what you can you like, bro, I'll take the cash. I'm like, bet. I called him right at the party. He helped me on the second one, actually. He was like, bro, whatever you need, like, just let me know. I said, bro, you can take the cash at the door. I was like, bro, I can't be on a microphone, walking around entertaining people and trying to take care of money. Like, it's so many people got in free. I didn't even care, though. Like, I really, like...
That first party.
Yeah, like, the first few. Like, I still don't care about people getting in free. It's like, I really want to create a vibe. I want you to have a good time. Like, when you think of Tony Smith, I want you to think of a good time. So it's like, charge you at the door. It's like, nah, come and have a blast. I'm going to make the event to where I can charge you for and get that real money for.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was... Okay, what year would you say that was?
I would say that was like 5 years ago, maybe 6
years ago. That was the beginning. So you knew you wanted to do these parties in Memphis. Was there anyone, in this nightlife world that's already in Memphis that assisted you or helped you?
I would say the first person to come and help would be Marvin Todd.
Okay.
And like he was coming to the coast. So we moved away from the Growler situation and got the Cafe 724 spot. And so I used to see Marvin walk in. I never knowing who he was. And he would walk in. I was like, bro, who the hell is he? Like, why everybody know him? Like, this is my party.
Who is that?
Man, who the hell is this? And so, like, I think he sent me a DM or something like that one time. I was like, this when I found out, like, oh, it's Marvin Todd. I said, what he do? He throw a party. I was like, okay, cool. So he was like, you want to see some of my birthday party? I'm like, shit, where you gonna be at? He was like, Pre-Bay. I'm like, hell yeah, I help you. What you need me to do? And so, like, he was, like, the first, real person, to help me with anything. So I call him right now. I don't care what time it is. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. If I got a question, I'm finna call. Yeah. He might not answer the phone, and sometimes he will. But, yeah, like, that's the first person to really help me.
Marvin is awesome.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can feel you when you said that, you know, you was looking around, you wanted to do a party, and you didn't see what you wanted.
Yeah.
Because you're a different generation from the people I party with in Memphis, right? So with a different generation, I know you guys want different things. You know, you're trying to create a different atmosphere. Yeah. How would you describe, like, the party life atmosphere for your generation now?
For mine, it's like we are young professionals, so we are all trying to get it. We all have 401k plans. We want to have fun. We want to get drunk as fuck and go home safely. Okay. Like, I got something to live for. You got something to live for. You got a business that you're trying to do. I got a business idea that I'm trying to work. Like, let's work together. Let's make this happen. Like, everybody just chasing something. Everybody wants something out of life. And then, like, there's some beautiful people, too. So it's like, man, like, you dress nice. I want to be around people that dress nice. I want to be around people that put Vaseline on, smell good all the time. Pants is on your hip. Like, that's what I want to be around. So, like, all of us just start to attract one another and be around each other. Like, that's how, and then we going to have a blast. I'm not going to trip about tipping that person or how many drinks I got. If I bought 5 drinks, you need 5? I'm going to get you 5 drinks, too.
Yeah, like, honey, you can hold that alcohol, honey.
When you see Tony Smith, I want you to remind you.
He gonna get you a drink.
I want to remind you of a good time, for real.
Yes.
Like, I am a vibe.
Now, what would you say was your best party you ever threw? To date.
To date, I would say it's between Top Off Sunday with Andy Woods, my business partner, and also my birthday party that I just did.
When was this?
In December. I did it December 17th. It was called, like, a winter soiree.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
When I say, like, I feel so good. I didn't make my money back, and I didn't care. Like, I feel good. I feel like a rapper who did it without, like, a label. Yeah, like, I had no promotion, nothing behind me. It was just me, and I tackled this, and I did this amazing event. So I had, like, a dinner party before the party, and it was, like, an open bar situation. Brain Food was they were the caterers. So Brain Food catered the event, open bar. So everybody drunk as hell at the open bar and the dinner. And as soon as the dinner ends, we got the champagne toast. After the champagne toast, we walked right across the hall. And the party is right there across the hall.
Oh, good.
So it was like, we don't have to go far. So, man, by the time you get to the party, you thrilled. Like, then that's when it opens up to the public. And then I only sold 50 tickets. And I sold those 50 tickets in like 4 or 5 hours.
It was your birthday.
This shit is crazy.
Birthday boy.
Yeah, so, like, when I say, like, I feel so good. And then, like, the work and production behind it, I was like, bro, I did a real good job. I can't believe I did this shit.
I think I remember your picture from your birthday party on Instagram. What would you say is the worst party you've ever thrown?
Privé.
Okay. Why would you say that?
That was the first party we were really feeling ourselves. So I knew Pepper had something to do with Privé. If I call Pepper right now, he gonna talk loud as hell, but he gonna tell you how we're talking.
I ain't mind.
He like, man, yeah, young nigga. You said, man, you finna put on, you finna take over. And I was talking like that. Like, man, I said, bro, we finna have this jump so turn. Well, I'm talking about we talking shit.
Oh,
like, we
Lord,
finna have this jump so turn.
Pepper.
And then, like, dude, this is prime Mint. Like, Mint is going on. We new to the city. So Mint is going on. Then you got Lil right down the street. And it probably like 2-3 other clubs, though. Here, me and Andy, 2 new niggas in Memphis for throwing parties. So we out there, like, we done paid everything. We like, man, we don't owe nobody now. We good. Man, the parking lot packed as hell. None of them people coming there, John. Everybody left and went somewhere else. I'm like, damn. So we probably got a party where I talked about, like, we can have 300-400 people. Man, we probably had like 60 people.
Wow.
But it was a learning experience, though. I don't feel bad for none of it.
Yeah, definitely a learning experience because, you know, with nightlife, it could be so risky, I would think.
It is.
You know.
It's very risky.
Yeah.
But you can't have no fear. Like, really, like, I'm talking about whatever it is I think I want to do. Like, the dinner party thing, like, I did that in like 2 weeks' times. And I was like, man, I said, I don't care what it is. I said, man, I'm finna put this shit out here and I'm finna go for it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna put all my eggs in this one basket and go for it. And I did it.
Go for it. Okay, well, you have no fear.
Let's
talk about coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Let's talk about coronavirus as it relates to nightlife because, you know, you're still throwing parties. When I look at your Instagram, people in your circle that are partying with you, ain't nothing stopping Nothing has stopped, nor is anyone forcing you to stop either. So tell me about COVID as it relates to nightlife right now.
It's very difficult because you have some people who are skeptical. They're like, you know what, like it's not safe for me and it's not responsible for me to go out. Because a lot of people my age group, some of them have kids. And it's like, I don't need to be around those 200-300 people, 400 people, and I got a child at home, or I had to go see my elderly parents and stuff like that. So, like, just a good percentage of people who's not going out. But for the other ones that are still coming out, I appreciate y'all. Because it's like, man, like, Walmart is a business. Like, nightlife is a business. This is what we do. People in nightlife, they're like, this is what they do. This is their focus right here. So, like, we can't stop. We got to keep on going. Like, we got to uplift each other, too. Like, ain't no time for no hating. Like, bro, forget them niggas what they doing over there. Forget them what they doing over there. It's like, bro, nah, this is our arena. Like, I need you to do well over there. I need to do well over here. I need all of us to do well. Like, for real. But the coronavirus thing is, I can't wait till it's over.
Yeah.
It stopped a lot of...
If it's ever over.
I mean, it'll die down some type of way, I'm sure. You got to.
I hope so.
Got to. I hope they don't come out with a new virus next month.
It's probably, I mean, it probably will be because the mutations are really just getting out of hand right now. But I'm glad to hear that hasn't affected your world with the nightlife.
I mean, it has, but it's like I can't let it stop. Yeah. Like, it's just another obstacle that we got to go through.
Yes. Wow. So where do you want to take this nightlife, Tony? Are you opening in a club? Are you opening up an establishment we need to know about?
I'm a part of Life Lounge right now. Like
Life Lounge.
A good. When I say a part, I'm the face of Life Lounge right now.
Okay.
So like, of course, I want to branch out and do more. Like, I can't have nightlife as like my only method of income outside of my other jobs and stuff like. But I want to get into real estate. I want to do this and other. So there's a lot more to be done. But as far as, like, outside of life, it's like I do want a restaurant. I want a bar. I was just talking to this guy the other day, and I was like, man, I said, what'd be dope is like a coffee and cognac bar or something like that, where people get to come in and smoke cigars with their coffee. There's a lot of people who smoke while they drink coffee.
True.
But there's no space in Memphis that they can do that.
That's different.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm pretty sure you know a lot of people who smoke while they drink their coffee and sit back and read their newspaper. So that's a crowd of individuals who are looking for that, and they have nowhere to go.
Get that popping in the 22.
It's all kind of stuff to be done. Like, it's idea after idea. Like, what's next? What are you going to tackle? It's up to me to do it, though.
Yes.
And I can be mad at somebody do it before me because I wasted my time and I played around.
Okay. Well, I believe in you, and I think that you're going to pretty much, go for whatever is in your mind right now, because you have been very successful in these, 5-6 years that you've been doing this party life. Yes. I don't think I've seen, and I've been in radio for quite some time, so I've seen a lot of party promoters. But for you to be so young and successful, I think that's awesome.
And then, like, another thing, I don't even like to call myself a party promoter. It's like,
I'm sorry,
like, no,
not a party promoter.
But it's like
a curator.
I'm a curator, like a
vibe.
I'm a vibe for real.
A vibe curator.
I am the vibe. Like, I was the
you the
vibe.
vibe.
Yeah. But like, I'm a nightlife. Like, I'm an event curator. It's like I can go into a space in this room right here. Like, what needs to be done in this room? I can find something to do in this room that'll be cool for 4 people. And these 4 people are like, yo, we gotta do that again next month.
Well, you know what? You need your own reality show.
Like, and I do that too. Like, I want to be a part of everything going on. As long as it makes sense, I'm with it.
Yes, the Vibe Curator reality show. I think that you would do well with that. You got a great personality too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You do too.
Thank you. But you know what? Outside of this party life, everyone's seeing you at the party. You are a family man as well. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Being a family man, I'm a new dad too. I'm a girl.
A new dad. Yeah, How old is your little girl?
She's 5 months.
Oh wow, you are a fresh dad.
Yeah. So for the first 3 months, I hated it.
Why?
I was like, bro. So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I said, this shit gonna be this piece of cake. I can do this. Then the baby came, and I was like, I'm getting home from the club at 2-3 in the morning, and the baby was like, yeah, my daddy home. I'm up. I'm like, hold on, you gotta be asleep.
No.
And she is wide awake, and so it's like, man, me intoxicated trying to hold a baby. It's like, bro, this is not smart, or this is not cool right now. I want to go to sleep so bad. And like, so she was just giving me hell at first, but now it's like, man, it's amazing. So even everything, like my prices have went up since I had a child.
Okay.
Like, if you need me to do anything, you got to pay my wife for being at home, and you got to pay my daughter as well.
I know,
got a
that's
dog
right.
too. So it's like,
you got a dog?
Yeah, I got a dog too. So it's like, you know what? Like, you might have to pay him too, depending on who I'm doing the event for.
Baby, look, take care of the whole family, huh?
My prices went up since then.
Oh, wow.
But like being a family, man, like, they are my main priority. So it's like move everything around them. It's like, hey, is it those, you know, where I want to do something on this day right here? Like, that cool? Do you have anything planned? Nah, bet I'm finna jump off the porch then.
Good.
Let's go.
And you know what? Being a girl dad, they keep you on your toes.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, most definitely. And I gotta look out for her. I talk to her like she understand what I'm saying. Be like, you know
And
what?
she slick dude.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, let me know. But she can't even talk right now.
Baby, she understand it's a bond with father and daughter. Believe me, I know. Wow. So you know what? I have learned so much about you today, Tony.
Yes.
You know, I wish you much success in this nightlife and this pandemic and this COVID era, because it looked like the show still must go on, right?
You gotta go on.
Right.
You got to, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
And you know what? You decided to do it in Memphis. Before we go, I want you to tell everybody, you know, why Memphis? Why do you choose to, you know, express your gift of being a vibe curator here in the city of Memphis? Why Memphis?
Because I feel like there was a void here in the city, and it's like, you know what? Like, this is how Annie and I feel like, bro, there's a void here. And it's like, for young professionals, like, it's supposed to be a college town, but it's really not. We went to MTSU. So we got MTSU, Fitz, Vanderbilt, TSU, all those in the same spot. So those are college towns. It's like, man, like, damn, like, what we had there, they don't have here. So it's like, bro, like, that's great for those people who went to those schools and other people who are also at University of Memphis who want what we had up there. And so it's like, man, it's a void that need to be filled. And it's like, man, we're here to do that. Like, I want to be a blessing to people. Like, people have came to my events and started business together who never knew each other. People who came to my event, met each other, had children, created beautiful families, got married and everything like this. Like, bro, like, I'm playing a role in your life right now. And people tell me that all the time, like, man, like, bro, like, if it's not your event, I'm probably not going out. Like, it's okay to go to other people's events. But they already know what to expect when they come to one of my events. Yeah. So it's like, man, I think it was necessary for us to do it.
Yeah. Awesome. And you know what? Big shout outs to Andy. I haven't seen Andy in a while.
Yes.
How's Andy doing?
He's doing well. Like, I'm pretty sure we finna have some stuff. We finna light the summer up again.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Wow. Well, this is what I want you to do. I want you to look in that camera and tell everybody how they can attend your fabulous parties, how they can follow you on social media. Yeah. Give all your handles out.
My social media handles are Fly Guy Tony. That's for Instagram and Twitter. I'm on both of them. I'm on Instagram all the time. You follow me 9 out of 10, I'm following back. And if you DM me 9 out of 10, I'm DMing back. I don't let nobody go on red or nothing like that. I'm talking to everybody. I got time for everybody. Like, this is how we go grow and be successful in life. I ain't too busy for nobody. So Instagram, Fly Guy Tony. Twitter, Fly Guy Tony. Follow me on both. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Tony Smith, a.k.a. Fly Guy Tony, for joining me today on the Verbally Effective Podcast.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, I enjoyed you today.
That's what's up.
Look for our part 2.
Hey, I'm dead. I want to do it again.
We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. I got to see the vibes that, you know, Tony is curating. I think I'm going to get out a little bit in 22.
May 7th, this is when I need you out.
Okay.
I already got the event planned. It's going to be dope as hell. I got like 4 of the horses downtown with the horse and carriage things. So once you pay your VIP ticket, they go pick you up from your car and they go drop you off at the venue.
Cute.
I can't even tell you the whole layout right now. But May 7th, unless you want to hear it, I don't care.
We can listen if you're willing to share.
May 7th, I'm doing a Kentucky Derby brunch and
oh, that's going to be cute.
And so I got my sponsors. I got a few sponsors already. Y'all can be a sponsor as well.
Yes, we could.
But yeah, I got a few sponsors already. So it's I haven't came up with a cool name yet. I got a lot on the plate, so I can.
But it's the
really
Kentucky Derby thing.
It's Kentucky Derby thing. So we have a brunch. It's gonna be a private brunch for up to 50 people, and brunch is gonna be open bar as well. Brain Food is doing the food. I got 4 venues in mind. It don't matter about that. We got the live band, 2 DJs, mimosa bar. It's going down. So I need y'all to
May 7th
in your Kentucky Derby attire.
With the hats,
with
ladies.
The hats, gloves, everything.
Yes. Oh, cool. Yes. May 7th, Verbally Effective audience. You got to check out my guys' event. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me and this vibe curator, Tony Smith, here today. Make sure you are subscribed to the podcast on all streaming platforms, Verbally Effective, and also subscribe to the YouTube as well, Ina Esco. Thank you guys once again.